Hello friends, family and other creatures of the sea. Welcome back to a high-level best of 3 between the man that makes everyone's heart race faster, Christianer, and in the bottom right here, we've got young Jakov, two European masterminds. Now, why does Christianer make everyone's heart race faster? And one might ask, well, it could be because he is a marvelously attractive person. Some people have said that before, but I think it mainly is because people hate losing against him. Christianer has a very particular style in which he plays. He often repeats the same build orders again and again and again and again. And a lot of people find it a little bit embarrassing to lose to someone that is so kind of one-dimensional in his play. So whenever there's a tournament that has heart rate monitors and someone is busy losing to Christianer, their heart rate tends to spike an enormous amount, much higher than whenever people lose to really anyone else. There were two major tournaments, two premier tournaments, major tournaments actually, that had the heart rate monitors. There was one in Poland and there was one in Bulgaria. And at both events, Christianer was present, and both times people had very significant spikes when they played against him. It's one of my favorite fun facts in StarCraft 2. He's the most hated player to lose against. And of course, we can all speculate why that is, but I think it has a lot to do with his playstyles. He's going to open up here with a no scout into a Nexus core. Now, if I were to predict, if I were to put a bet on what build order Christianer is going to play, I would probably put my money on an Archon drop. This has been his go-to build order for the past 8 years or so. It is a double adept chrono. He likes to sacrifice both of these adapts, and then he'll go for an Archon drop behind this. That tends to be his general plan. Young Jakov, of course, is going to be well aware of that, and let's see what his plan is going to be as a response. What is the actual correct response here? Young Jakov, please tell us all about it. He pulls out of gas, starts to speed. At the same time, we're going to get our first little adept chrono boost. Stargate comes up onto the high ground. Overlord could try and go for a scout into the main, but there's really not that much that you can figure out at this point. You see the delay on the warp gate, which means that most likely it's going to be a Stargate opener, so you already have all the information that can be gathered. You can get confirmation on the Stargate, but it's something that often you don't need it. You don't really need it at all. It's going to be a double adept chrono here in the early game, and we'll be seeing our first Oracle come out relatively shortly. Now, Christianer is known for just sacrificing these first two adepts. There are a lot of players that say, oh, I don't want to lose these adepts. Christianer says, oh, I do want to lose those adepts because I hate them. I hope they die. Gets them out of the gateway quick so they can die faster. That is what I've heard say, at least. I'm not sure if it's accurate. Did not verify my sources. All right, here we go. Double adept shade. Tries to run in. Gonna get a one-shot. No, it's not gonna get a one-shot. Let's see if he's going to finish this. I think he should, actually. Even I would have finished this. And I'm a little loser when it comes to moving my adepts around. I care way too much about my adepts. I love them so much. Want them to live forever. It's actually not that crazy an amount of damage so far. We're gonna get... I think that is 0 worker kills. However, he's gonna get 7 lings, 8 lings. 8 lings, which is the equivalent really of 4 drones. If you're not rebuilding those lings, however, and that's kind of goated. It's not going to be a fast Archon drop. Look at that. It will be second double Oracle here instead. Oh! Beautiful micro here with the spores. That was really fast. Only a young player can do this. I often say this, is that I think older players can still compete, but it is these fast freaking responses to this type of stuff where, I'm not seeing 37-year-old Nesty doing this. It ain't happening, guys. It ain't happening. The freaking one shot on the drone, selecting the right drone and turning it into a spore. Nah, these old heads, they're not doing it. Mechanically, he's not as fast. Well done, young Jakov. Nice execution. 4 queens are out so far. That means it's scary to be at the third base right now as a drone. It's the one place I wouldn't want to be at. Well, there's multiple places I wouldn't want to be in the world right now, but if I was a drone in the fictional game called StarCraft 2 on Winter Madness, Young Jakov versus Christianer, the third base would probably be the worst one. Otherwise, perhaps oil refineries are also relatively dangerous at the moment, so If I was a drone, you know, wouldn't run away from my third base unprotected by a spore to hide under the refinery here. A couple of adepts are coming out. This is the second move out that we're seeing with just adepts. I'm interested to see where this is going to go. It's probably going to go into a mineral line. It's going to shade, but it's from very far away. Let me just shade to the edge of creep. All right. And it's allowed. I'm just not sure if this is the optimal solution to your problems, as the Link Queen is doing a fantastic job here pushing this back. Oracle's completely out of energy right now. One Oracle might even fall, and every single adept is going to end up falling without really dealing any damage whatsoever to speak of. Lair's about to finish up. 2 probes even going down behind all of this. 3 probes going down. Nice run by. Oh, look at it. He's still running around as well. Yakov is playing really well. He's playing really well. That was so beautiful. Look at that. That's why you don't warp in Zealots to deal with freaking Links. Oh my god, it's going to go in for round number 3. Good lord. The stamina on this guy, huh? Unbelievable. 3 rounds. Less than 20 seconds. What a beast. Okay. 4th hatchery comes down here as well. You have 4 roaches on the way, which is understandable. Okay, we're going to go for a very late Archon drop, by the way. This is not the standard single Oracle Christiana Archon drop that we all hate and love at the same time. No. There's probably going to be some type of Zealot Warpins with this too. And I think roaches are a fantastic call. Roaches generally are a fantastic call against anything charge lot based. Because anything charge lot based just doesn't deal well with roaches. You're going to need big immortal counts in order to deal with that. We're going to get our first 4 Zealot Warpin, plus 1's about to finish up as well. That's 4 more gateways are going to be done here relatively soon. Roaches need to move towards the right side. Instead they go to the left to deal with a double Zealot run by. Oh, Christiana here committing into a mineral line. 4 more Zealots coming in. 4 more ones will be capable of being warped in momentarily as well. And those are the 4 that I'm afraid of. Or well, I'm not afraid of him. Young Yakov should be afraid of him. Single queen here to help out. Where's the rest of the queens? Oh no, are they all dead? Oh no, there goes the monarchy. You hate to see it. Single queen remains right now, and I don't know where it is. I mean, these oracles are just dealing a lot of damage, and I think young Yakov is kind of falling apart here. What felt like it could have been a good defense ends up being, well, not a good defense, because he loses absolutely everything. This is not supposed to happen. I am shocked by it. The early game was so good for young Yakov. It felt like he had a good read as to what was kicking off. But instead, he's just going to lose a lot of drones. He's going to lose a lot of roaches as well. Sometimes you kill like 20 drones, but you also lose every Zealot, every Archon, and the other dude has like 40 roaches. They run across the map and they kill you. That's not what's going to happen here, right? Like, we're in a situation... Oh my god, Immortal almost dies. We're not in that situation right now. Like, we're in a situation where we get 4 Archons. We still have 2 Oracles alive. Like, I do not believe that young Yakov can actually go into an all-in. He just doesn't have the unit. So, as a result, we see him adding in drones. We see him having to rebuild queens. Getting his first upgrade just now. Except I pressed the B button, which resets the replay for a couple of seconds. So let's pretend like we don't know that +1 is... Oh my god, +1? That is crazy. Who could have expected that? Not me, most definitely. Third Immortal coming out here as well. As we have... I mean, this work account is just freaking pathetic. I don't know what to tell you guys. I do not know what to tell you about it. This is just sad. It's actually just sad to watch. This is a once powerful Zerg dynasty that has fallen. Okay. Look at it, like, what are they gonna need? Like, we could send young Yakov like a care package right now containing like 1500 minerals and 1500 gas. He'd still be behind. Because he's just behind in every way. He's behind in timings, like upgrades, the freaking hive, like, sucks. Like, he's fighting against a strong army with Storm. Well, theoretical Storms. There's no Templar here, but Storm is done. And it also helps the Archon mentally, you know, just knowing that Storm theoretically is there. Okay, Ravagers are going to get cleared. GG gets called. Christiana will destroy young Yakov in game number 1. And as our heart beats faster than ever before, we'll be heading into our second game here on Ruby Rock. With a beautiful double gas after Nexus coming out of Christiana. So once more, most likely heading into a bit of the same. Christianer's is really a character. He kind of walks across the map with Archons and Zealots, right-clicks your stuff, wins the game. Christianer makes it look frustratingly easy as well, which I think is what, you know, it makes the Protoss players jealous, and it makes the Zerg players seethe in anger. To be fair, you don't need a whole lot to upset a bunch of Zerg players. You know what always upsets Zerg players is linking them the prize money split historically per race in StarCraft 2. And because it's obviously like, Zergs have won the most money. And what frustrates them even more is that when you remove Serral from their best player, it still looks, you know. Actually, I don't know what it looks like, but I bet that Zergs still are winning a lot. Because there's so many good Zergs. Like you had Dark, you had Rogue that won a lot of cash. Rainer, that has won a bit of money as well in his time. Nesty, Fruit Dealer. Like every Zerg that was good, you know, they've performed well. They've performed. Stefano. I actually don't know how much Stefano has in prize money, but I bet it's a lot. I think whenever you remove the number one player of each race, like Zerg still has the most prize money. If you don't remove the number one player from each race, Zerg also has the most prize money. So you could just say that Zerg always has the most prize money. Ooh, look at that. This is the Christianer Classic. He just always finishes the shade. He always finishes. Okay, that's how he does it. He just doesn't care. Poof, he's done. He doesn't care whether you're ready or not. Like he's poof. Shades in. This is an insane amount of kills, by the way. 9 links and a drone for 2 adapts. Holy crap. Even in my wildest dreams, I don't dream about stuff like this. I dream of like 4 links and 2 drones. And then I wake up feeling dirty. It's like, oh, that was nasty. You know, it's like you shower because you felt nasty. I don't know. I never quite understood the showering in the morning. I am more of a night showerer. People are like, the first thing you do, like, don't you feel dirty from sleeping? It's like, no, I feel dirty after a hard day of work. You know? Slaving away in the StarCraft 2 servers. Like, that's when you need to shower. Not at the beginning of the day. Then what do you do? Like, if you get dirty during you shower a second time, I think it's not good to shower twice a day. And you definitely have to shower when you go outside, no? Or you don't have to, but you can theoretically. Like that's when that's how I would want to plan my shower. I generally shower most days. I think it's good to do, just from a personal hygiene perspective. Also, it's because I cycle a lot. I don't know why, but for whatever reason, like if you go and work out at the gym, like you lift weights, like, you sweat a little bit. Whenever you cycle for like 4 hours, dude, you sweat so much. It's actually crazy. It's nasty. I wonder if sweat starts smelling less bad over time, though. You know, like the more you sweat, it kind of dilutes the nasty smells. Do some research into that. That is the type of collection, if they come to my door, I would, give some money for. It's always the same. It's like, we're fighting rare disease. It's like, yeah, how about we fight a common problem? Getting body odor. Wouldn't mind that. All right. We got a couple extra gateways on the way. We have a prism coming out. Whoa. Oh, no. What the hell? Adapts here being blasted. That was legitimately... He just does the same thing twice in a row now. And it worked awful the first time. But then he won the game. Do you think maybe Christianer is just very result focused? He looked at the first game and was like, you know what? I lost 4 adepts, killing nothing. Let's see if we can do the same thing again. And he does it again. This time though, I feel like Young Yaku is going to have way more roaches. He's more in his element, it feels like. He has the exact same build order. I mean, theoretically, this just shouldn't work against Roach. It worked the first game, but it shouldn't have. And as I'm a big guy on the theory, because I'm one of the few pros players that knows how to read, I just think this isn't going to work. Spire coming in. I love this call. We'll get into why I love it in a little bit after we see what this bit of aggression is going to do to Young Yakov. And his body. How fast is his heart beating right now? That's what we want to know. There's only 5 roaches here. Okay, never mind. There's like 12 now. Honestly, good micro as well. Cristiano gets 2 roaches with 2 Archons. Hell yeah, baby. Like, running away with roach against Archon is freaking diabolical. Okay, he's in the main base right now. Whoop. Big Zealot warp in. That's 6 bad boys, isn't it? Look at that. We're doing it again. Well, we're not really doing it again, but... it feels bad. You know, like, Cristiano's really good at this. Extraordinary gamer. Gamer extraordinaire. And behind all of this, look at this. We already have a 7th gas. So the reason why I like it is because the standard follow-up to anything Arcany is going to be Zealot Immortal. Those are the rules. If you don't like the rules, that is allowed, but they're still there. You know, you can't change them. Well, you could, but it wouldn't matter. Like, you could go Blink, it just sucks. That's what I'm trying to say. Arc are now gonna go home. 9 mutas are gonna pop out over here. I think the moment you scout 8 gas being built like this, with like no drone saturation, you already know what's kicking off. You know what's happening here, don't you? Don't you? Oh no. That fort base, that is very, very scary right now. We have a couple of batteries coming in. I'm expecting Phoenixes to be built. But for whatever reason, that's not the case. Surely he's seen the mutas, no? Double pylon? We're not building any... we're not getting +2 either. This is weird. I feel like he saw them. Like, this is such a clean tell as well. Like, you see no workers in 8 gas, 100% of the time it's going to be muta. 100% of the time. And even now, I think it flew over the zealots. Okay, Cristiano has a different approach of dealing with this problem. He's running away from it. Killing the rocks. Good lord, these rocks are getting pounded. Wow. Would not want to be a rock formation around Cristiano when he's getting upset. Been there for thousands of years, forming under the pressure of nature. And Cristiano comes by and destroys you because there's 12 mutas killing some probes. Surreal stuff. I mean, this is it. This is a very odd call. He had so much time to prepare mentally and physically. Just like studying for a test for 6 months and then eating the paper. Like, unless part of the test was eating the paper, it's probably not what you're supposed to be doing. It's like, I knew all the answers, but I ate the paper and put the pen up my bum. It wasn't pleasant. It's like, well, why would you do that? I don't know. I have a lot of mutas still around. 21. These links are gonna die. Like, in a full-on base trade, mutas are quite powerful. Often. They're very, very powerful even. We're gonna need to get some drones out though. That is also something that does need to happen. Archon count is currently at 9. Which probably means that you can split the Archon comps in half. Because you can always kill the Mutalisk, which is a huge deal, may I say. And that's exactly what's happening here. Look at that. 3 Archons over here. That means that we have like 6 of them over here. But, oh, with the roaches there, I'm not sure if he can fight. And what's worse, Cristiano doesn't know if he can fight. And really, it's all about Cristiano here. Him and his calls. Oh, we could even get a... you could get a recall here. Recall would be correct because you have these roaches all pretty much locked in right now. So if you can get a recall and then get up the ramp, you're fighting full army versus full army. Is a recall not available? It was available, he didn't use it. Okay, now we're going to continue chasing. This is an awkward little fight. An awkward little fight indeed. 3 more Archons are showing up soon. There we go. Ooh, actually, I'm not so sure if Young Yakov is winning this. We might need to go for a full-on base trade here. Do we have any drones remaining? I love that Young Yakov is just not using any of his larva. Like, larva's fun. You know, it's more fun. It's dying with cash in the bank. Okay, so we're gonna go 13 mutas against 4 Archons. 1 Archon is very low HP though. If you can snipe that, you can probably go back another time too. 8 drones being produced. Links are still around too. Getting ready to commit some freaking felonies. And don't forget, the moment you split off something right now, it can be attacked. Like, this is a key point. So, like, these zealots by themselves, like, these are not forever, you know? These zealots are many things and definitely not forever. So you're gonna kill 2 here, maybe even 3, maybe even 4. No, it's gonna be 3. Drones move into the natural. We have a spawning pool and a hatchery up here. We have a bunch of drones that are long distancing. Oh. Trying to run away. Ooh. Immortals being sent. Like, I think that's a good call, but you're gonna lose that right now. You are. Absolutely. Needs to cancel this hatchery. It's not gonna do that quite. There's nothing really remaining. Okay, there's not that many split ups left though. So what do we have? We have 4 Archons. It's going to be 6 Zealots. That's it. And I guess 1 Immortal that's still somewhere. You could probably... Oh! Oh, he's splitting them up now. I feel like split... Oh, yeah, fair play. It's rare to see that, though. So he's putting some pressure here. And he's going to try and kill these Zealots as well at the same time. Which is, honestly, kind of freaking smart. I also love this this hidden base. Look at that. Christiana's like, what's this? Oh, it's a base. And a bunch of drones. Maybe you want to fight that. Maybe you do, maybe you do. There are 2 Zealots over here as well. Drones can probably walk into that general direction soon. Because the problem here for Christiana is just that he needs to kill a lot of buildings still. And that's currently not happening. 10 more links coming out. How are you going to deal with those? Single Immortal is not enough. Single Immortal plus Adept, probably also not good enough. So that means you need to split 1 Archon with it. But an Archon, splitting those off, is dangerous, because then they die to the Mutas. So slowly but surely, young Yakov, you know, he's making stuff happen here. He's peeling off units. Like, as if Christiana were an orange. Taking away the peel. And now getting to the juicy inner portions of the orange. Often known as the best part of the orange. Some people say the peel is the most delicious. I think personally that these people are wrong. But then we can have an argument about that. Yeah, this is obviously not gonna work. This is the I hope everything dies. GG gets called. Young Yakov is going to win this game, tie up the series, and provide us with a 3rd map. Shout out to him. And our final game is going to be played here on Taito Citadel. Once again with a fast scout coming out of Christianer. So he doesn't have the balls to no scout twice. I personally would have no scouted again in the 3rd game. Actually, I think... Ooh. Oh. Oh my god. Okay, so this is the 3 hatch... The hatch... With the 2nd hatch blocking the natural of the Protoss player. And... There is no response against this that puts the Protoss in a good spot. This is a true story. This is actually true. When you get the 3rd hatch block down, Zerg is ahead. This is a fact. However, if the drone shows up and there's like a probe downstairs that can block the hatch block from blocking the Nexus, so the Nexus goes up and the drone is just there, it is extremely expensive for the Zerg. The Zerg early game is very tight, and you know, having a drone just march across the map very early on in the game and then not achieve anything is terrible. So this might not look good for young Jakobs. Like, oh, he's losing the hatchery. Harstem, are you dense? It's like, yes, I am dense, but that has nothing to do with whether this build is good or not. This build is extraordinarily good, let me tell you. It is actually a very, very powerful build. Ooh, we're gonna get a supply block out of Christiana here too. Look at this. He doesn't have a nice response at all. Oh, look at this supply block. Oh my god. There's like a 25-second supply block. But he's eating this supply block all the way as well. 250 gas in the bank. And we have a 3rd base that's on the way already. I don't know if this is allowed. I actually thought that wasn't. I thought you had to play 2 base for a bit longer. But I could be wrong. I absolutely could be wrong, of course. We're going to go Zealot, Zealot, Adept, Adept. And I think you're just going to start smacking this hatchery. That's what I think most people will do here. I just don't think there's anything you can do about it. Is he going to try to run by? Yeah. This is actually kind of a cute... oh, I thought he was going to go for a cute approach with the run by, but no, instead he's going to go and try and save his hatchery. I mean, if he saves this, like, this game isn't just a little bit over, right? Like, it is extraordinarily over. It is so over like you won't even believe it. He's gonna finish this hatchery. And now the question is, what is Cristiano gonna do with these shades? Is he gonna finish the shades? Is he not gonna finish it? He's not gonna finish it. Uh-oh. We're fighting, we're fighting. 2 queens are here. Adept's taking a bit of damage. Next queen is on the way out as well. Don't forget, Oracle's gonna fly across relatively soon as well. Adepts are gonna finish their shade, but Metabolic Boost is about to finish up right now. And that is going to be the end of this story, I think. Oh, nice little Evo chamber. There's no more links in the main base. 28 workers to 28. 3 hatch versus 2. As these things go down, and I think indeed it is time for some spores to come down right now. We have 5 queens. But double spores will be a necessity. This base is relatively low. We even see some transfuses coming onto it right now. Just in case. Just in case. Oracle's gonna try to make its way into the main base. Did not quite succeed. Will be pushed back home. And that means, honestly, that for Cristiano it's gonna be hard to take a third base. Well, hard is maybe not the right word. It is not easy to take the third base hero. And that's taking a bit of damage. Link's now moved back. Was this single Oracle? It is single Oracle into 3 gate. Into 4 gate. Hey, this looks so freaking bad. It's actually crazy. 12 drones coming out right now. Look at this. It's going to be like 50 workers to 37. So, one really cool thing that you can do, and I'll keep mentioning this again and again, is that if you're not sure how a game is going in a Protoss versus Zerg, is you can count the workers. Or you can look at the worker count. Actually, you don't have to count them yourself manually. That'd be hellish work. Usually, the Zerg player overtakes the Protoss at 40 workers. If they overtake them earlier, that's better. If they overtake them later, that's worse. So here, I think Cristiano got overtaken at like the 30 worker count. And by the time Cristiano hit 40 workers, which is about now, he's down 15 workers. This is not standard at all. He's down 15 workers from what is the standard setup. That means that his follow-up attack is going to need to deal very significant damage here. Killing 6, 7 workers, 8, 9, 10, not going to be good enough. He's going to need to kill about 20 workers here. And he might be capable of doing it, actually. There's currently 0 roaches out. 6 are coming in. Ooh, we have a spore. Very nice. Also, that third base is potentially in some trouble. Let's not forget about that. It has taken a lot of damage already. Queens are helping out for now. I don't think this Glaive Adept count is high enough. Spore is going to unburrow. So, hold that thought. I'll talk about the Spore in a second. For now, let's focus on what Cristiano is doing. He's killed 2 workers, I think. Yeah, 2 workers, which is not a whole lot, or maybe just 1. Roaches continue coming out. Lair's already done. Spore is going to reburrow. Now the Spore is under some heavy attack here as well. I hate to see it. Would not want to be a Spore. And that was the reason just there, by the way, why we love building Spores in walls, is because drones can still pass through them. Because the Spore, the way that it works, it blocks out big units, but drones, they can kind of weasel their way in. It's just the way of the world. It is just the way of the world. This attack, by the way, is lasting way longer than I thought it would. I think we have enough transfuses to keep this alive. I think so. It's going to be kind of tight, though. Oracle probably wants to help out here, too, no? Oh, this base is dead. Oh, wow. That does change things a little bit. There's double Evo researching stuff right now. Honestly, this attack went on for way longer than I thought it would. Shoot, could. A couple more adepts now showing up as well. Probably wanting to go into the natural. Shoot, cancel. Is gonna cancel. Fourth base under heavy fire. I think the only thing that Young Jakob can do is actually go for an all-in from here on out. This went from extremely good for him to kind of meh. Like, the income is going to be in favor of Cristiano. Cristiano doesn't have these gases, though. Oh, this is also awkward. He's going into 9 gate, no forge. What the hell is this? What? I mean, this is garbage. That's what this is. Holy crap. Oracle hits the main. Poof. Fat Spore. I feel like Cristiano is throwing this away. Like, he is all-inning into someone that needs to stay low drone because he just doesn't have the bases. It's like denying a fort base to then attack into someone else's 3 base is definitely a move that I haven't seen before. We are going to go into lurkers behind this. So Young Yakov is just playing low drone, high tech and high unit count. Do we have a wall here? We don't have a wall. That could actually mean that this is kind of scary. If these adepts had finished, I think they can get a lot of kills there. I really do believe that they can. But this, I mean, this is just not very good. The thing is if there was a follow-up here, like you're getting Storm and 12 Templar, I'd say, hey, great stuff, but that's really not what's happening here, is it? Okay, another hatch is gonna get taken out. A couple of these Stalkers going down. No Forge quite yet, by the way. I'll just mention it one more time. Look how much freaking energy he has, too. It's also undersaturated in the natural, oversaturated in the main. This gas is not properly saturated. This gas is not properly saturated. What is he doing? He still isn't getting any upgrades. I just don't understand what the hell is going on here. This seems like a largely improvised build. And I think the main strength of Christianer is that he's played everything so many times that he has like very good instincts as to what to do. But I've never seen him do this before. This looks genuinely very bad. Like, not just the build, but also the execution. Just, I think if you would have done this and you have like a prism nearby, which there is a robo, then maybe something happens. Or if you use the glaive adepts a bit better in that initial push. But now, like the moment the first lurker comes out, Christianer is freaking cooked. Like, what are you gonna do? Run in with 20 Stalkers into 2 lurkers? I don't think so. Stalkers really suck against the lurker. Terrible, terrible unit. Oh, there goes lurker number 1. He's gonna get taken out. Storm is now on the way. No fort base quite yet, by the way, for Christianer. Zealot Rumba is trying to run in, deal some damage. And he has quite a bit of control with the Stalkers. Oh, he's gonna try to get a fort. It's not gonna succeed. 4 more Templar are coming in. He still doesn't have any upgrades. I wonder if he's forgotten about the forge conceptually. Oh no, he has a forge. He even chrono boosted it. He just likes to see it, you know? All excited with the chrono boost thing above it. Okay, there we go. +1 stars. +2 stars though on the other side. Seismic spines. Hydra speed. I think Hydra speed is probably not something you really need, but it might be nice to get. Getting like a lurker or 2 here per base. Yeah, like something like this I think is really nice. And then you move out towards the right side. That way you're actually going to have a very neat setup majority of the time. That's my my general thought. I like that. I really do. Okay, 3 more lurkers coming out here too. That's gonna make the total hit 8. 8 lurkers. These zealots are being taken out as well. Oh, here we go. I don't think you can attack into this, no matter how many storms you have. Because the lurkers can just move out of storms and they can spread away. Like, as long as the lurkers are static and they're shooting from a distance, they should be fine. This is almost gonna die, so it's gonna pull back a bit. Now we're gonna have another major attack moving across the map here. So I think that Christianer's in a world of trouble. His army composition is so bad. It's just bad gateway units. Like, just having pure gateway units isn't always... Oh my god. These 3 lurkers just killed like 15 zealots. They all just died. Templar here went down on this other side as well at the same time. I wasn't quick enough to see it happen. And neither was Christianer, as he lost everything absolutely everywhere. He managed to lose 3 fights at the same time. As Young Yakov is going to take this game and does the series with some phenomenal play. Fun one. Definitely game number 2. Big ups to them for playing it. And shout out to all of you for watching. Thanks so much and bye bye.